This video was brought to you by TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a part 2 to my Q&A. I received so many questions the first time around, and I felt so bad that I did not get a chance to answer every single question. So in this video, I'm going to do my best to try to answer as many questions as possible. While answering questions, I'm going to open up another TokyoTreat and Sakuraco box with you all today. So let's go ahead and talk about TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. TokyoTreat is a monthly Japanese subscription full of popular Japanese candy and snacks. They include things like the Japan-exclusive Kit Kat, Japanese soda, and a lot more. Sakuraco is a monthly Japanese subscription full of authentic, traditional Japanese snacks from Japan's local artisan snack makers. Both of them are delivered straight from Japan to your door. Their mission to the world is to share Japanese culture to the world through the medium of delicious food. If you want to enjoy popular Japanese snacks, then you can choose TokyoTreat, but if you're more into the more traditional stuff, such as tea or mochi, then you can enjoy Sakuraco. And do not worry, they do provide a booklet inside the box explaining all of the ingredients inside of their snacks. So if you have any dietary restrictions, this will be a very big help. You might even learn a thing or two about Japanese culture. The box themes for the month are Sakura, and they contain different Sakura flavored snacks. Aside from the peach Kit Kats, I think my favorite thing in general that I've gotten in these boxes is the Sakura green tea. Stay tuned till the end of the video for some channel updates. On to the Q&A. Swifty Swoosh asks, do you have any favorite snacks or treats that you like to eat? I like strawberry shortcake, strawberry parfaits, chocolate cupcakes, and a lot of mint candy. Game Killer asks, do you like Sonic Unleashed? I am literally married to Sonic Unleashed. Next question. Random Vids asks, what is your favorite genre of music? I love jazz so much. Willis Rose asks, what are your top 5 Sonic games? So from favorite to lesser favorite, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic and the Black Knight. Magenta Mergoat asks, will you ever make a new cover of Unknown for Me? So I do not have any current plans to cover Unknown for Me, but I do actually plan on releasing a new version of the Knuckles theme. Sophie Silva asks, kind of a weird question, but what is your favorite fruit? I don't actually think that's a weird question. My favorite fruit would be a peach. Cosmo Bunny Studios asks, why do you like Tails so much? I like Tails because I can relate with him. I grew up always looking to somebody else when it came to something that I should strive for. On top of that, foxes are my favorite animal, yellow is my favorite color, so it kind of worked out. Emily asks, what is your favorite English dubbed anime besides Sonic X? Probably the original Pokemon series. Wooly Who's It asks, what is your favorite franchise that isn't Sonic? Phantasy Star Online. Shaddix asks, what's your favorite M&M flavor? I actually really like the pretzel M&Ms, like a lot. They're really good. Epic Kevster asks, what gave you the idea to create a mascot for your channel? So I'd like to consider both Coda and Tails as my channel mascots. Tails will always be part of the channel and nothing will change that. That being said, I do want to have a character that can also represent me in other ways that don't invade copyright problems. Tails is wonderful and I love him so much. However, I've always wanted to expand my brand and create stuff like merch and more stuff like that, and I'm not really able to do that with a copywritten character, and that will be where Coda comes in. I have a lot of really cool plans for Coda, so stay tuned. And Tails asks, would you like to see Cosmo reintroduced into the Sonic series? This is a very heavy question, because Cosmo, I would say, is one of my favorite Sonic characters, of all time. I love Cosmo so much. When I was a child and I knew Cosmo's death was coming, I literally cried myself to sleep. It was so intense. That being said, I do not want to see Cosmo be revived. Cosmo's sacrifice was very meaningful for her characterization and growth. She spent the entire 3rd season believing that she couldn't do anything. She felt helpless having to put the weight of her family war onto her friends, which is why it was so beautiful that in the end she wound up being the key to stopping the Metarex. It was so meaningful, and she cries and talks about how meaningful it is. And because of that, I don't want them to revive Cosmo. That being said, I would love it if Cosmo did get some merch. Wolfman831 asks, which Sonic characters do you think deserves their own spin-off game? And how would that game play? I think that second question is a little hard to answer, but which characters I would like to see get their own spin-off? I would love to see Knuckles get his own spin-off. I'd love to see Shadow get a different type of spin-off game that's not Shadow the Hedgehog. I would love to see Cream the Rabbit get a spin-off. That would be so cool. I would also really love to see Blaze the Cat get a spin-off. Alex asks, will you make an animated version of Sonic and Tails R? This is something that the team has talked about, and it is something that we would like to do at some point. That is not confirmation, it is just something that collectively as a team we have decided, yeah, we'd like to see that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. It's just something that we would like to see happen potentially at some point. Animating an entire series is very expensive, and we're not entirely sure if we're able to afford that. But hey, maybe someday. Kaigo Mash YT asks, what would be your top 5 favorite Sonic characters? Well, you're in luck because they are Tails, Cream the Rabbit, Cosmo, Sonic, Silver. Joshua Boston asks, is Sonic and Tails R going to focus mostly on Tails' own adventures? So I'm not going to spoil too much regarding Sonic and Tails R Plus, the comic spinoff. That being said, what you can overall expect is in each issue of Sonic and Tails R Plus, it will tell the story of that episode from a different perspective. So in the first one, you'll get to see what happens before Eggman attacks. In the second one, you might get to watch episode 2 from Amy's perspective. That is all I'm gonna say. I do not want to spoil too much. Pink Rose asks, what is your favorite movie genre? So my favorite movie in general is Back to the Future, but I wouldn't say that that genre is my favorite genre. Technically, I would say chick flicks are my favorite movie genre, which doesn't line up with my favorite movie. Pink Phoenix C asks, do you like tea or coffee, and which specific kind? I like tea a lot more than I like coffee. I would say that regarding tea, I love chamomile. Lavender is my absolute favorite. I love mint tea. I drink ginger tea just because I kind of need to for my allergies. I'm not so crazy about coffee personally. The only coffee that I will drink are frappuccinos. But oh my god, they're not really good for you. Oh my god, they have so much sugar in them. So I don't drink them very much. Red Rose asks, what's the first Sonic game that made you fall in love with Sonic and the rest of the characters and games? Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure. Avenger327 asks, are you excited for the Sonic movie coming in less than a month? Yes, and I'm very, very excited for the Tails appearance. That's like the main reason I have to go see the movie. Green Lightning 6 asks, if Sega asked you to be the next Tails voice, essentially for a game, what would you say? I would say yes, and I would be very happy. Art Sonic Fan 990 asks, what's your favorite Tails and Eggman moment? I would say Sonic X, episode 77, the conversation between Eggman and Tails at the end of the episode. It was so strangely cool to hear Eggman try to talk Tails through this really difficult time. The Comic Nerd 97 asks, what did you think of the Sonic Symphony? I absolutely loved the Sonic Symphony. And, fun little fact, I actually got to record footage for the Sonic Symphony. I assisted in providing footage for the Nights into Dream section with Christmas Nights, where you see Sonic, and most of the Sonic 06 footage is actually my footage. In the entire section where it plays Elise's song, you get to see footage of Sonic, Silver, and Knuckles walking around Soliana, and that was all me. I did all of that. That was super cool. So I might be a little biased when I say that I really like the Sonic Symphony. Jeremy asks, have you ever thought about doing a cover of Dreams of an Absolution? Actually, yeah. I was supposed to do that like a couple years ago. I have art for it. I have an instrumental for it. I just haven't had time to finish it. I gotta do it. I have to do it. Maybe this year is the year I'll finally finish it. I'm so sorry for people who are waiting for that. Stargleam the Hedge Dragon asks, Son Amy or Son Ellie? Son Amy. Team Son Amy all the way. Anarchy the Angel asks, how much time do you usually have off to have your self-care routines? What part of the routines are the most helpful? I make sure to always have available time for my self-care routines. I don't want to work too late in the night. That way I'm able to take care of those things. I would say the most helpful are taking baths, taking walks, making sure I do my skincare routine, drinking tea, and meditation. Chaos Control VA asks, who were some characters that you wanted to add to Sonic and Tails R, but did not? Definitely Cream the Rabbit, although you will be seeing Cream the Rabbit in Sonic and Tails R+, so stay tuned. Hector asks, let's say you have the power to choose the next evolution type. Which one would you choose? I would love to see a dragon or ghost type. Lulu asks, if you could master any skill at the snap of your fingers, what would it be? Probably crocheting. Nick asks, how long have you and Ryan been friends? Me and Ryan have been friends for about 6 years. Lauren asks, what do you like to warm up to before any recorded singing commences? I actually don't warm up with singing any particular songs. I warm up by going up and down the scale in certain ways. So, by doing lip rolls, stuff like that. So it's not that exciting. And that wraps up our part 2 Q&A. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a channel update. Thank you guys so much for being patient regarding uploads. I very much appreciate it. Right now, I am working on a very, very big project. Thank you guys so much for being patient regarding that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys 1 or 2 screenshots. They're just work in progresses, nothing final. We are working on a really big song and a music video to go with it. Stay tuned. I cannot wait to drop more information regarding this. The final announcement for this music video will be announced on Twitter. If you do not follow me on Twitter, my Twitter account is @EmuEmi. Let me know in the comments below if you had your question answered. And which one would you choose? TokyoTreat or Sakuraco? Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.